people? This is Larry. Nope, psych! This is your friendly neighborhood Reptile here, back again. Boy, I am in a very, very, very great mood today. Why am I in a good mood today? I'm gonna explain. I'm gonna tell you right now that the way I feel today is because I am a gamer. And when we gamers acquire such special technology or any kind of accessories or any new asset, we feel this overwhelming sense of joy that it gets to a point where you will just want to do all kinds of nice deeds for everybody, even the nastiest of the nastiest of people, as opposed to drinking so much of copious amounts of alcohol and becoming so drunk beyond all belief that you get into your car, you crash into many pedestrians, and you also run over puppies and kittens in the streets.
I really think you need to calm down.
As opposed to that, oh my gosh.
No, you're talking about killing dogs, man. That's fucked up.
Okay. I am going to say that I have acquired such a great technology, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, joining me with Nightbond92, I am going to be live streaming the Sony PlayStation. And for those of you wondering, this is the actual console. This is the actual console that you're looking at right now. I will actually show you real quick if I could do it. Yeah, this is the actual console that I'm live streaming with. And you might be wondering, well, damn, how does the console look that well? Shouldn't it look like composite video? Well, that's because I bought a brand new cable from Level Hike on Amazon, which is only for $30. But they also have HDMI for other consoles like the Dreamcast, the N64, and the Sega Saturn and all that. Basically, yeah, they only sell for about like $30, and they also have one for GameCube, and I literally just got it in the mail today, and it literally upscales the console to a higher resolution, and it does 60 frames per second, and it looks bloody fantastic. I'll even go as far to say it arguably looks better than the PlayStation 1. I'll even go as far to say that. Hang on a second. What the hell? Somebody literally wrote Andrew on the back of the DualShock controller. I've never noticed that. I never even noticed that. You know what? Who cares? So, how about we kick things off with
You're gonna kick things off while using Andrew's controller, apparently.
Well, I mean, it's technically not his anymore since I bought it. I mean, look, I mean, it's so hard to see with the camera, but I mean,
it has his name on it.
Like, if I could show it with my flashlight real quick, if you could see that a little bit, yeah, you could kind of see that little marking right there, but it's hard to do so since my integrated webcam is a piece of crap. Don't worry, I'm also working on that too. But yeah, basically for this live stream, I'm going to be playing basically various PlayStation 1 games. Just like, don't you guys remember how in the in my older live streams when I did Sega Saturn and I did the Dreamcast, and of course I also did the PlayStation 1 many times, and I did the N64. I'm going to be doing the same thing here. Also, at the same time, the cord also works with the PlayStation 2. So in a little bit, we're gonna look at the PlayStation 2 as well and see how well that console looks. But for now, let's focus on the PlayStation 1 first. Although logically, it would have made more sense if I did the PS2 first before, because since it plays both games. But I want to do the hardware because I'm more of a fan of authenticity. So. So, give me one sec. What I'm going to do real quick is that I'm going to take a brief look at my memory cards real quick just to see what I got on there. Alright. Hang on. Here we go.
How long has it been since you played your PS1?
It's been so long I can't even It's been so long, I actually cannot remember, to be honest with you.
Considering
So
how big of a PlayStation fan you are, that's kind of a shock.
I know the only reason how come the biggest reason how come I haven't touched it in a while is because, like I said, I have a 4K TV, which is what I'm using right now for this live stream. Basically, it doesn't have any composite cable, so for a while I had to use this thing right here. This thing right here, which is an AV to HDMI converter, which really doesn't, despite the name, it doesn't convert the video. Even though it does says 720p and 1080p, it actually doesn't upscale the console. It only just allows you to play it on a, TV and all that stuff. But right now, what we're using is an actual HDMI accessory that upscales the console, as you can see before you. So that's literally what you're seeing. Okay, so with that being said, I forgot. I don't have any games saved on my black memory card, which is funny. I think I might have removed everything. I have my other memory card right here, which has a bunch of Gran Turismo, WWF, Test Drive 4, 5, and Need for Speed, and the first Tony Hawk Pro Skater, which I actually completely forgot I had. Let me check my gray memory card real quick. I think that has stuff on it. Yeah, as a matter of fact, it does. I think I was only doing these for videos, though. Like, I was doing, Metal Gear Solid's on there, Tony Hawk Pro Skaters on there, and Siphon Filters on there. Yeah, I think I might have been doing playthroughs on them. And I really want to keep that memory card saved specifically for Let's Plays, so I'm just going to delete these, kind of start it from the bottom. And now, because I got the PlayStation, hardware and stuff, I can finally start live streaming PlayStation 1 games. I know some people might say, well, you do have the PlayStation 3 to do it. Well, that's true. But, you see, I don't have the DualShock 3 controller, so it's kind of difficult for me to really do. I mean, even with third-party controllers, I can still do it. But, as I said earlier, I like authenticity. So that's why, that's the biggest reason.
He likes using original hardware, yeah. Everyone.
That's what I mean by authenticity.
Even though he uses emulators apparently once in a while.
Will you be quiet? I only use emulators as an alternative when it's there, so that way I could just play my games anywhere. Other than that, I really wouldn't use it for... the only time I would ever use it for recording is if, it's, really necessary.
Well, what's a game you don't have for the PS1?
Well, that, and if I really need some extra resolution, which for the most part I really don't need.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy 8 is on here, and Final Fantasy 9 is also on here too. I also need to delete them too because I also want to start those over. Yeah, there we go. I'm just getting rid of a few stuff. What's that man in the fire? Hold on a second, let me check that. And that's another thing I miss. When you go into there, you see all the games that you save, and you see these funny little icons. In fact, there's this one icon that you probably can't see right now. First off, I forgot to turn on the header for this live stream, so that's a little silly. I used to have a PlayStation 1 console 2 decades ago, but it broke, and my dad got a PlayStation 2, which is backwards compatible with PlayStation 1 games. Oh, that's interesting. That's very interesting. Of course the PlayStation 2 is backwards compatible. In fact, it would have made more sense if I had the PS2 hooked up rather than my PS1, but again, authenticity. I will put emphasis on that word as many times as I have to. Yeah, look at this. There's like this icon. You see that? Oh, that's Mech Warrior 2. I didn't know I had Mech Warrior 2 saved on here. Hold on a second. Let me remove that. And there's Metal Gear. Is that Metal Gear? Yeah, there is. It's saved in the nuclear warhead storage building basement too. That I don't need either. There's Spider-Man. That I want to save. Here we go. I'm gonna get rid of that too. There's Crash Team Racing right there. Yes, I do have Crash Team Racing in my collection for those who wish to know. I also have a PS3, which is also backwards compatible with the PS1 games. Yeah, dude, you're talking to I hope you realize you're talking to one of the biggest PlayStation nerds out there. So that's not even news to me.
Emphasis on nerd.
Well, you...
I'm joking.
Yeah, I know you are. That's I enjoy having your presence around, which is why I'm allowing you to stay for the stream. Otherwise, I probably would have kicked your ass out a long time ago. Nah, I'm just kidding.
That'll be honored.
All right, so yeah, I am literally live streaming on the original hardware using the Level Hike PS1/PS2 cable, which you can easily find on Amazon for $30. It upscales the system up to a 720p resolution, and it looks really, really awesome. I will tell you that right now. So what I'm gonna do is that we're gonna kick things off with a game. I don't know which one of my memory cards I should plug in. In fact, didn't one of my hold on a second. One of my memory cards was supposed to have Tekken on there as to save games. I could have sworn my black memory card I remember had it. Let me check it real quick. I'm sorry if it's taken me a while. If it's taken me a while for me to start. But there's just something funny about my memory cards that I don't understand. I also got to get more memory cards for this too. So I'm probably going to have like a shitload of memory cards in my show. Hang on a second. Let me reset it. I don't know what's going on. You guys should be able to hear it. If it's it might be a little too loud, so I'm just gonna turn it down just a little bit because I see that it's a little too loud, and my blue snowball ice isn't very good. Oh, you know what it is? It's having trouble reading the memory card. That's why. Let me blow on it real quick. I really hope to God it works, dude. All my saved data, my characters, like everything's on there. There we go. Now it's working. All the Namco games are on. Yeah, the Namco games are on here. There's Tekken 1, Tekken 2, Tekken 3, Soul Blade, Ridge Racer, Namco Museum. Yeah, they're all there. Great. All right, that's all I had to check. So I'm gonna kick things off with my very first PlayStation 1 game. If you guys have been watching my channel for a long time, you should know what it is.
Tekken 2.
Ding, ding, ding. And yes, I do need to. I think I might actually buy another copy of Tekken 2 because mine's is starting to go. It's starting to get go bad. But I mean, it still works. Thankfully, it still works. It's just that some of the FMVs are just stuttery. That's all. But other than that, the game still works. And plus, it doesn't even cost that much for the game either. This, I'm not going to need an arcade stick. I'm just going to be playing these games for fun. And if you guys are wondering, yes, this is my work uniform. Oh, look, see?
That's right. All one of you who was wondering about that is indeed his work uniform.
Do y'all hear that? Do y'all hear that? My PS1 is ticking. It's not because of the laser. The laser works just fine. I was just running a demo disc on it, so the laser works just fine. I told you, it's Tekken 2. I have to buy another copy of the game. Which sucks, but it don't matter to me anyway, because that game is anywhere, and plus it's only like, what, a couple dollars, so it's not really that much of a loss. So I don't really care. Wait. Why would I do that? You guys probably can't hear it because of the sound of the PS1. Wow, what a massive fail. Tekken 2 actually went bad. The disc did not age very well, which sucks. That's fine. I'll just buy another copy. All right. Alternate plan B. Let's kick things off with Oh, I got one. Hang on a second. Let me move some of my PS1 games over.
And people donate games to you?
Huh?
People donate games to you?
No, they don't. I've never had anyone donate games to me before.
But can people donate games to you?
Well, in order for them to do that, they need to know my street address, which I really want to keep protected because, you know, I don't want people trying to figure out where I live. But
yeah, I mean, you definitely wouldn't want to give it to me so I could send you a copy.
No, I trust you. It's
okay, so I can send you a copy.
Oh, are you sure? You don't have to do. You don't have to do it. I can just get the copy myself.
Give me a week.
Seriously, Sean, it's okay. Yeah, we're gonna kick things off with Soul Blade. Soul Blade, I know for a fact, still works. So here we go, guys. We're gonna be having a massive throwback by going
Back to the past.
What the hell? What is that? Oh, that's why. What the hell is this?
What?
There's like a piece of, there's like a little, I'm not sure if you guys can see this, but there's like a little piece of chip that was on the laser disc of the PS1, and it was, I guess it was blocking it from reading the disc, so that's why it was ticking. Okay. That's weird. I don't know how that happened. I'm fairly confident that nothing inside my console is broken, so yeah. So we're gonna, here, let's give it another go. Just on the very case that it's this disc, which it really shouldn't be, but again, it also has a lot of scuffs on it, much like Tekken 2. We're gonna give it another shot. I'm just weirded out by this, because this is the second game to tick on my PS1. My demo disc worked just fine, so I know it's not the laser. There we go. Now it's not ticking. Wait a second. Well, it's not ticking, but... There we go. Okay. Started up a little later than usual. It looks like I have to get another copy of Soul Blade as well. I could tell right there it was definitely the disc.
Namco.
Or it could have been the... But like I said, it was definitely not the laser. The laser reads just fine. If it was able to read my demo disc much faster than this, then that's just saying something. Alright, so here we go, guys. We're going to kick things off with Soul Blade, a very underrated classic for the PlayStation 1, but I still love it very much because it's really freaking awesome. Here, let me put everything to its default settings. No, I'm going to leave the battle time on infinity. Or, actually, yeah, let me set that on default settings too. There we go. I'm going to change it back to the arcade version. Doesn't this autosave? Yeah, it does. Alright, perfect. Alright, so I'm just gonna do survival.
Welcome to the stage of history.
So I'm hoping a lot of you can hear the game very well, which you guys should, but hopefully the game's audio is not too loud. Keep in mind, my blue snowball ice isn't the loudest. In fact, let me move it over real quick. I'm gonna have it sit where my PS1 is. Let me bring this up a little closer. Alright, here we go, guys. We're about to start some gaming on the PS1. A huge throwback to the old gaming live streams that I've done. So here we go. I don't know who I should start with. I'll just kick things off with my top character, Taki. Seriously, she's one of the best players to play. Like, for beginner players, she's very good. Man, oh my god, the game looks so good. The brightness actually looks better than what I was expecting it to look. Holy shit. Oh my god. It looks bloody amazing, dude. I am actually back into retro gaming because of this accessory. So I definitely gotta get the other HDMI cords. I definitely gotta get more.
Versus Voldo, fight.
Alright. There we go. Ouch. Voldo, you mother canucker. Oh, come on!
You mother canucker.
You know what me and my brother used to call him? We used to call him Freddy Krueger. Because of his claws.
Yeah, that's actually that's embarrassing. They're also both fucking weird, but you know, it's a different story.
They're both definitely very weird. They're really very weird. I'm not gonna lie.
Versus Rock.
The Freddy's a goddamn monster, but like.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But it's what makes Freddy Krueger Freddy Krueger. You can't deny it. Ow! Yeah, that's right. Hold on a second. Hold on a second, Rock. Yeah, that's right. I just smacked you with my vagina.
Oh, just so everyone knows, Larry specifically told me not to make any sexual jokes.
No,
Yeah.
I said any personal sexual jokes. Anything that involves you. I
Oh,
didn't
so I'm
say-
not allowed to say I have an erection right now.
Oh,
Okay,
come on! You are so naughty. You know that?
Versus
Thank you.
Li Long fight.
Oh my god! Now
You're late,
I literally just made it worse just by saying that he's naughty because now he just took it that way.
Now he's not nice.
Dude, the game looks. If you were to see it on my 4K TV, dude, you would be amazed at how well it looks.
But Larry, did you get rid of your easy cap?
Ruling battle.
No, I actually still have it. I still have that, and I still have my Dazzle. It's inside of my drawers where I keep all my AC adapters and AV cables for all my consoles.
Nice.
It's just that right now, what I'm using to record this right now is my Elgato. And as you can see, the Elgato does support these old systems just by these days. As long as it's at least 720p and above, the Elgato will work. Which is why I merely suggest getting the Elgato, because the Elgato records very sharply, and not to mention you can record at a faster frame rate. You know what I mean? The only thing is that the Elgato is like $100 to get, so that's the only thing that's very expensive. But once you get it, dude, you'll be at the top of the world. You know what I might do?
Versus fight.
Oh dear, Sophitia. She is probably the most beginner-friendly character in the entire Soul Calibur series. She's probably like the most beginner-friendly. Not to mention, she's also a very popular character in Pokemon, mostly because of her titties. Yes, the same exact reason that Taki is loved is because of her tits.
Oh yeah.
The grueling battle ends with the victory of Sophitia. You lose.
I will never forget you.
Aww. Define how you mean that you're never gonna, forget it. It's funny how the PS1 took so long to load up Soul Blade, but yet the game is playing perfectly. Like, I haven't experienced any shitty loading times or any, like, scratches in the soundtrack or anything of that nature. So that's a little funny. Here, let's do team battle
To the
next.
stage of history.
Actually, hold on a second. Here, let me exit out real quick. Yep, it uses the same command as the Tekken games. If you hit start and select at the same time, it takes you all the way back to the main menu. I guess that's just a Namco thing. Who knows?
That's the same with Capcom games too.
Wait,
Welcome
Capcom does the
to
same thing?
Stage of
Yep.
history.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't even know that actually.
Let me tell you, I've messed up many of your playthroughs by accidentally hitting both ones at the same time.
Oh, cool. Here we go. I'm gonna pick. Yeah. Let's put Siegfried on there. I'm pretty decent with Siegfried. No, I'm gonna have to put Cervantes on, and then I'll do. What the hell? Let's put Li Long on there, simply because he reminds me so much of Maxie.
One. Fight.
Hang on a second. Oh my goodness gracious. Mizurugi, one of the best characters in the whole franchise. Oh yeah, you guys probably see the game slowing down. If you guys are wondering if it's the cord, no, that's just the natural state of the PlayStation 1. The PlayStation 1 only has 1 megabyte of VRAM, so keep that in mind. Now I know what you may be saying, well that sucks, because VRAM nowadays is usually up to like, 4 or 6 gigs, or even like 3 gigs or something like that, like my computers. But remember, back then, this was considered like the fastest technology out there. Yeah, it was considered high tech in 1995. So keep that in mind.
Mitsurugi stood again.
Before we had the PlayStation.
You lose.
DC Comics fan is asking. I also have Fear Effect on PlayStation 1, which ever played that game before. Yeah, I've played it on my emulator, and Fear Effect is a decent, but it's a decent game, but it's very hard. I'm not gonna lie. That's also another game that I plan to add to my collection if I can find a real, copy of it. Shit.
For cheap.
Yeah. And he also asks, am I using Discord for the calls? Yeah, I am. I feel like Discord does audio calls a lot better, especially when you're doing like collaborations and such, because the audio does come out very well.
Tucky, you lose.
I remember when I first met Larry. It was on Skype. It was wonderful.
Joaquin, what is this? Joaquin Kajiyama says, "Hey Reptile, how you doing, buddy? Welcome to the live stream. As I said earlier in this live stream, what you're watching is me playing the PlayStation 1, the original hardware. I'm using the level height PS1/PS2 cable, which you can easily find on Amazon for $30, and it upscales the console to a 720p resolution, and it plays at full 60 frames per second, which is amazing. So that's what I'm using, and I'm recording it with my Elgato. In fact, I'll probably put the tech specs in the chat just so that way everyone will know what I use. Because from now on, I'm going to start doing playthroughs on my PlayStation 1. Because I feel like, because it's better for me too, because that way my computer will have to do, like, record an emulator at the same time. And not only that, but I'm one of those guys who loves authenticity. So that's the biggest reason.
But you win.
It's part of being a collector, my guy.
I never had such an easy victory.
You don't say, you don't say.
You're a serious collector.
Battle, fight.
The next one, like I said, the next one I plan to get is going to be for the Sega Saturn. And the only reason I'm getting that one first is because my AV cable on the Saturn is starting to wear out. Because it's starting to produce static sound, which really bugs me. Oh man, I forgot. Siegfried can do a multi-stuff instead of just one, so I fucked up that fight really bad. Anyway, yeah, I'm planning to get that first, and then I'm going to start doing the Sega Saturn games, and I'm also going to be hopefully buying
Battle,
one.
6, fight.
Classic video game junkie.
The grueling battle ends
I
with
hope
the
I can make
victory
another
of
trip up there
you
very,
win.
very soon.
When I visit, we're definitely taking a trip up there.
It only depends on when you get your sorry ass.
Fight.
Oh, you gotta talk about my ass when, oh man, meet me out there.
What? What's wrong with asses?
Well, that's a good point.
Oh, dear Lord. I love Cervantes' grapple. Cervantes is a very, very awesome character to use. He's very awesome if you know how to use him. My brother used to beat me with him all the time when he used to play Cervantes. There we go, I made him lose his weapon. Now he's got no choice but to... Dude! Rock just lost his weapon, and I lost to him, and I still had my swords. Come on. You guys saw that, right? That was a humiliating loss.
I didn't actually see it.
You don't even have the live stream on?
I do, but I was flying as I talk.
Oh, okay. I guess you're probably backwards.
The grueling battle ends
No.
with the victory of
You're fighting
Long.
Savannah.
You win.
Oh, you have there's one round left on your end and 2 more rounds for him, right?
Now it's one more round. Whoever wins this fight
Final
is
battle.
the
Fight.
winner. So Li Long versus Siegfried. Here we go. If my gameplay sucks, don't worry. I'm just. Dude, he keeps doing all these lows. These lows, man.
It's been a while since he played it, guys.
Oh, mother of God! I cannot
Good
believe I
again
got
against an
massive.
impossible enemy. You lose.
I never
This
had such an easy
motherfucker.
victory.
Hey, the only thing I can do is, for those of you who are huge PlayStation 1 fans, you should be able to recognize what I'm about to do. It is what it is. Alright. Yeah, I gotta start playing my PS1 a little more just so that way I can kind of get used to the thing. Are you okay, Reptile? Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. It's just one of those days where I'm just not. It's just one of those days where I'm just not playing very good. But I'm cool. All right. Let's see what's next on our bucket list. Okay. I want to do. Let's see. Let's play Rocket Power Team Rocket Rescue, of course, based on the TV show Rocket Power. by
Rocket
Klasky
Power.
Shupo. Now, to be fair, I do. Oh yeah, this is actually one of the few PS1 games that I bought from Classic Game Junkie. It was only $5 for it. So yeah, this game, even though it's not the greatest, if you do consider yourself like a huge Nickelodeon fan and you enjoy like shows like this, which to be fair, I don't think Rocket Power is like one of the best Nickelodeon shows ever made, but I don't think it deserves all the abuse that it gets because a lot of people do kind of really shit on this show for not being as good as other Klasky Shupo shows like The Wild Thornberrys and Rugrats. What's that?
Are you talking about Mr. Enter's video on it?
Well, not just Mr. Enter's video, but I mean, he was just ranting on one particular episode, really. But I mean, he also did say that he didn't think that the whole entire series was that good to begin with. But there are, there are other people around there that don't like Rocket Power as much, and and in my opinion, even though I do agree that it's not one of Nickelodeon's best TV shows, it doesn't deserve all of the abuse that it gets because it had some pretty good moments.
You know who's talked pretty fondly about it in the past, if I recall?
Huh?
The YouTuber Pan Pizza. Double Taxi.
DC Comics fan says that he's never watched Rocket Power before. Yeah, that's because this show literally I literally grew up with this show while it was still on the air. So yeah, I watched very fondly of it.
I actually remember when the show first premiered.
Yep. There's Otto. There's his sister Reggie.
I was really young. I was really young when that show came out.
Same here. And I actually used to play this game all the time when I was a kid too. So that's probably the biggest reason why I like it better than most folks.
You know what game I played a lot on the PlayStation when I was younger?
What is it?
Tarzan. Played a lot of Tarzan on the.
Oh, the Disney games. It just seems like Disney just has some really great games, especially on the Genesis.
Oh yeah, the Genesis had like a lot of good Disney games.
So here it is, guys. Rocket Power. Alright, here we go. Yeah, I'm so glad I'm doing this live stream because, again, I've done live streams like this before. But, like I said, I used my Easy Cap, so the games didn't look as high quality as it did. Plus, I did those live streams on a shitty computer. Now I'm doing it on better hardware. Yeah. And not to mention, you can also hear the sound of the game. You can obviously hear it's great. Awesome. I'm not gonna lie, it perfectly represents the TV show by a long shot. We're gonna do a free play right here. No, we're not gonna worry about Tito. And Tito, if memory serves me correctly, I haven't seen the show in a while. Tito is the father of Otto and Reggie. If I do.
No.
No, that's. Oh no. Okay. Thank you for correcting me. It's been a while
since. Raymundo is the father
of Otto and Reggie.
Yeah.
Then there's Sam, and then there's Twister. I remember.
I don't think Tito ever had kids.
Yeah, not that I know of.
I think he really just hung out with the Rockets.
Yeah. He was always at that beach bar.
Didn't he live with them?
I believe so. Here we go. We're gonna do we're gonna do Madtown. I love Madtown.
Oh my god, I remember Madtown Skate Park.
Yep, this one was. Now I don't remember the controls, so if I end up screwing up, just bear with me, guys.
Dude, hearing you talk about this game is bringing back so many memories of me watching it when I was a kid.
That's why I have you on this live stream, dude. In fact, you haven't even guest starred on any of my live streams in a long time, actually.
Not since your PS2 one that you did where you were playing Marvel 2.
Oh yeah, I was sucking.
Hey, Mo.
No, you're fine. Are you my level? No, but you're fine.
The game does control pretty awkwardly, but again, just for the sole purpose of it being Rocket Power, it's good.
It's my birthday. It's my birthday.
Dude, I miss going through that loop, dude. Going through that loop was like the best part. So yeah, it obviously the fact that this game even exists is great on the fact that it's, like I said, you know, there were actually plenty of Nickelodeon. There were plenty of Nickelodeon games that existed. There we go. Relax. But yeah, also at the time, you also got to keep in mind, this game came out in 2001, the same year Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 came out. So in a way, this game was somewhat as an unofficial alternative. And I say unofficial because it really wasn't. It was just specifically made to capitalize on the TV show.
Tony Hawk actually appeared in one of the specials.
Nailed it.
Oh yeah, that's right, he did, right?
Yeah.
I know he guest starred on The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, and I actually remember that episode when it first aired. Yes, I used to watch Disney Channel. Listen, I'm a Disney fanatic. Don't at me.
Okay, everyone, add him right now.
Shut up. Oh wait, there's a star up there. I remember that star. If you get that star up there, your special meter goes all the way up. So I want to see if I can get it. It's in the middle of that pipe. Ah! Damn, I couldn't reach it. Otto, come on! Otto, you little football-headed motherfucker. Get that star.
Lock it,
Thank
boy.
you! Yeah, I remember that screen. Toast. Now we're gonna, oh no, Otto! Jeez Louise, are you trying to kill yourself? You're just a boy! You got so much to live for! Alright.
Yeah, wait a few years before you try killing yourself.
Yeah, you have to activate the special with the triangle button. So, and when you activate that, you go in slow motion, you do all kinds of tricks in the air for points. And we're gonna land, boom. That's damn near 30,000 points just from that. And how do you earn your special, you might add? You just go around and you just do all kinds of tricks and all that stuff, and then your special meter goes up. And that's how you can pull off your special.
It's my birthday. It's my birthday.
Oh dear, be careful. Yeah, I almost made Otto fall off. That's just great. Yeah, alright. Yeah, Mad Town is a pretty good level. I actually like it. The fact that it really, and I love the art style of the game. If there's one thing that I really like about this game is that the art style perfectly resembles the TV show. Like I'm talking like it's really on par. Like the graphics, the colors, and all that. Like I mean, it's really that good. And I know some people might be saying, okay, I might be praising this game a little too much, but come on, it's freaking Rocket Power. I mean, come on. If you're a Nickelodeon fan and you grew up in the 90s with this kind of show, then you should be able to kind of appreciate what it was trying to do. I honestly really miss this show, to tell you the truth.
Perfection.
It's like, even though it's not the best Nickelodeon show to exist, it was a really decent show. And to be honest with you, I actually feel old. I really do. We're in the decade of 2020. Which is another thing I want to address too, is that we're in the decade... Oh wait, there was another star. Cool. Yeah, we live currently in the decade of 2020, and people are still inventing new third-party accessories for these old consoles, the HDMI being the most recent example. And the best part is, level height makes a new revision every now and then. In fact, the one I have is the newest revision, where they actually fixed the brightness and everything, because before, the brightness would usually make the games appear darker, but here, the brightness, as you can see, is really good. So I'm very lucky to get the best version of the PS1 version of the level height so far. These people are not going to let these consoles die for as long as they live. It makes me proud to be a video game fan, honestly. Which is why I heavily showcased them a lot on my channel.
Rocket power.
Yeah, there we go. 64. What is that? Over 64,000 points. Awesome. Yeah, for the sake of it being Rocket Power, it's a great game. But if you're going to talk about if it's like a great game overall, to tell you the truth, it really isn't. But it's really... You see, this game, in my opinion, this is one of those games where it's for a specific audience. You know what I mean? So that's why I only recommend this game to really hardcore fans of not only the PlayStation 1, but of the TV show as well.
Yeah.
Let me see what's going on in the chat real fast. I'm about to switch to a different level. I do have some... hold on a second. And speaking of Death Trap Dungeon, also ever played that game? No, I did not. And a YouTuber named DFD Vids, Deep Fried DVD, if you haven't heard of that user, did a Guitar Hero custom chart on the theme song to Rocket Power. Oh, that's cool. And I do have some video games made by THQ. They include Rugrats. Yes, THQ did actually, at the time, THQ did have the rights from Nickelodeon to publish, like, Nickelodeon-related games and stuff. So, of course, this isn't the only THQ game that exists. But not to mention, THQ also did the wrestling games as well. Yeah, they did. They did SmackDown. But I also have the acclaim games, WWF Warzone and WWF Attitude, which I will attempt to showcase on this live. Let's see what else we got. And some Disney Pixar games like The Incredibles and Finding Nemo and Constantine 2. And not only do I have these video games made by THQ, I also have Wheel of Fortune on Nintendo Wii, Xbox 360, and PlayStation 3, which is also made by THQ. I also have Jeopardy on PlayStation 3, which is also made by the same company. Oh, that's cool. Now anyway, before I get caught in time, let's see. I'm gonna switch to a different character this time. We're gonna use Auto Sister Reggie. Alright. Oh, I was about to say. Yeah, the loading time is a little bit hit or miss somewhat a little bit. This time we're gonna go to the pier. I love the pier. Because simply because that freaking wooden roller coaster looking platform that you can ride on, it was probably one of my favorite things to ride on, really. And also going on the merry-go-rounds too. That was also fun too, just grinding on them. If you're wondering how you grind in this game, which is very different from the Tony Hawk games where you have to hit triangle. In this game, you have to hit square to grind.
One thing I would say about the Tony Hawk games is some of those missions are really tough.
Oh yeah. Now, Sean, if you are having trouble with Tony Hawk, you can always come to me. I'm a veteran at Tony Hawk, and I know the game in and out.
I'll hit you up.
Alright, hang on a second. I want to stop here. If anybody has played the pier, you probably remember the star that's right here. Right on this wire here. Oh, wait. No! Reggie! How did you not die from that fall? I mean, I'm glad you didn't, but still.
I mean, I'm glad you didn't die, but how did you not die?
I literally just said, I'm glad you didn't.
No, I'm joking.
I'm about to... You know what, Sean? You need to... Yeah, forget it. I don't have the will to say it.
Go ahead,
Yeah. As for you, Reggie, Reggie literally just gave Logic the middle finger. There's the stars right here. Toast. Dude, I love that screen. Brings back so much nostalgia. Here we go. Yeah, grinding on this wire, dude, is so freaking fun. One of the best parts about this level. Oh, I gotta be careful. You see, if that were Tony Hawk, I would have bailed that. Very, very bad. I would have fucked that up real bad. I would say the best time to really grind on railings and stuff is when you grab those lightning, because what it'll do is that you'll speed up momentarily, and obviously, just like in real life, if you were to grind on a rail, like especially if it's in a straight line, gradually you'll slow down. So they kind of included that in this game, whereas in the Tony Hawk games, it don't really matter. You'll keep grinding endlessly as long as you hold your balance. But in this game, there's actually a little bit more realism as far as the grinding mechanics in this game. So I kind of like that. But so in order to kind of keep going, you have to grab the lightning stuff, which speeds you up.
It's kind of like Jet Grind Radio.
Yep, it actually is. I wouldn't be surprised if that's I wouldn't even be surprised if this actually is a direct homage.
With Jet Grind Radio, you need to build up speed in order to actually like grind any decent amount.
Yeah, it's a realistic mechanic. Wow, I just did a 65,000 combo and I had minimalistic air to land that. what are you doing? That's pretty freaking cool. You know what? I do have Cool Warriors 2 still in my collection. Well, yeah, see that? Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if that's exactly it. But again, to call it is a homage to Jet Grind Radio is kind of unfair because it's like, because I mean, in real life, if you were to grind on a railing, you would have to pick up speed in order to keep going endlessly. Now, it's different if you're grinding on a rail that goes literally downward, but if you're going either upward or if it's straight, you need to make sure your speed is really high. Otherwise,
Yeah,
you'll gradually stop.
Yeah, sounding like Jet Set Radio.
The music here is actually, the music on here is actually pretty good. I just feel like, again, the soundtrack to me just kind of, really kind of perfectly represents the TV show. But hey, that's just me.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember if there's any other controls that I know that isn't just... Oh, there's an invisible force field when you're riding on this freaking roller coaster. Okay. Now with that out of the way, what a great way to freeze frame than to have freaking Reggie just freeze in place while she's up in the air. She got some mad air. I swear to God, if I... Speaking of those two game shows, ever watched them before? Yeah. I'm just gonna say to answer your question, I'm just gonna say simply YES. I was literally about to make a sarcastic comment, but then I would have hurt his feelings. But you see what I did there? I actually thought about his feelings, so that's why I just simply spelled yes.
Well, you thought someone's feelings. I can't believe it.
Alright. Now we're gonna use Sam. Best friend with a big giant N on his shirt. I don't know what the N stands for. I actually can't remember what the N stood for on his shirt.
New kid?
I beg your pardon?
Doesn't it stand for new kid? Since he was a new kid?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. I was literally about to make a racist joke towards my own, but then that would have been a bad move.
That wouldn't have been a good look.
Besides, I'm not a huge fan of making racist jokes anyway.
Make racist jokes about me all the time because I'm Puerto Rican. Joking. Guys, he doesn't actually do that.
Alright, so here we go. We're going to be on the bumpy level, which is the level with the dirt bikes.
Midwest Express. Stop. Not bad.
This level is also kind of... Oh, damn it, I fucked that up. Sam!
Midwest Express.
Oh, mother of God, Sam! Come on.
Amazing.
Alright, so since this right here is the end of the track, we are going to turn around. Yes, there's a crowd there. Don't mind. We're going to turn around. We're going to do some more tricks with the bike.
Yeah, Mom.
Hang on, let me get the freaking... I tried to get the lightning, but I couldn't get it. Turn around, Sam. Turn around. Good. One-handed leg split. Oh, now you just did. Now you do a leg split. How did you not jump? Yeah, there you go. Woo! Look at that tail whip, dude. So badass. Nice landing, Sam. I love those multiple tail whips that you did. That was pretty good. Oh, man. I love it. Alright. This one is literally just back and forth. That was literally the shortest level in the whole game. Now, last but not least, we are going to do good old Twister Rodriguez. Twister Rodriguez. Me llamo Twister Rodriguez. Yeah, that's my best Spanish accent. I do know Spanish. And I do have Dino Crisis on PlayStation 1 and Overblood on the same console that you never played. Yeah, it's unfortunate. I know about Dino Crisis, but yeah, I've never played it. So far, the only PlayStation 1 game that you mentioned that I did play was Fear Effect. That's literally the only one. And Fear Effect is actually really good. It's one of the... I'll even go as far as to say that it's an underrated gem for the PlayStation. It was one of the earliest examples to have, like, a lesbian character, like an LGBT character, to be, literally be the main focus of the game. We mostly discover this in the next game, Fear Effect 2, Retro Helix, and that's where we find out that the main protagonist, Hannah, is a lesbian.
Yeah. It's very progressive at the time.
Yeah. Oh man, I forgot how to play snowboard. Oh shit, so I'm gonna fuck this up Just keep it going, Twister. Oh come on, that was a jump and you couldn't jump. Come on, bro. Nice. There's a jump up ahead. Wait, that was the finish line? Yeah, there we go. I love how it actually respawns. How it respawns me right back up here. I like that. I'm thinking to myself, wait, how do I use the snowboard? But then I remember that it's the same pose before. So that's just me being a complete diphthong. Yeah, I heard what I said. I call myself a diphthong. Please, if anybody's gonna add any more insults, you might as well do it right now while you have the chance. That's literally an open forum for anybody to insult.
Oh, Wayne boy.
Twister Rodriguez. I know goddamn well you did not just crash into a pole. That brought back nightmares of what happened on Rippin' Riders. I do not. Honestly, I don't know. That what happened to me back when I did that Dreamcast live stream haunted me forever, dude.
Rippin' Riders is awesome. I don't know what
The finish was right there, and I lost, and I put in so much work. But the one game that I don't have is Bubsy.
Oh, someone asked if you have PUBG.
The fact that DC Comics fan literally just had to make a reference to what is literally the worst PlayStation 1 game of all time.
I don't know. Perfect Weapon was pretty bad.
Perfect Weapon was awful, but Bubsy 3D is just on a whole nother level of bad, dude. Like, it's not even worthy of being classified as a game. It's literally like an unfinished preschool project. Like, not, and the fact that, it bugs me how that game even got released in the first place. Jesus Christ. Anyway, let's move on to the next game, which is the very first Tekken, which I know a lot of people don't like, but again, it's for hardcore, collectors. You know what I mean?
I'm not that big of a fan of the first Tekken either.
Me neither. I mostly prefer either Tekken 2 or Tekken 3. Mostly Tekken 3.
Tekken 2 is awesome.
Yeah,
Love
Tekken
it.
2. Yeah, Tekken 2 is freaking awesome. I can play that game any day. Even though in my opinion Tekken 3 had the better gameplay,
Tekken 3 definitely had the better gameplay. What I'm saying is like just in general.
Yeah, I still have a massive soft spot for Tekken 2 because it still plays it still plays very awesome.
I think it plays the best out of most fighters at the time. I think Tekken 2 plays really, really well.
Yep, I agree. So here we go. I'm gonna use Heihachi.
Final round. Fight.
Yeah, but it's running at 60 frames per second too. I can't wait till I get my arcade stick. I mean, like I said, I can still play with the controller whenever it's in my hands. Oh dear lord!
Continue. Final
Fuck
round.
this game, dude.
Fight.
Oh my goodness! How is she even that close?
Continue.
Fuck this
Final
miserable pile
round.
of bird shit
Fight.
game. That would have been the perfect time for me to whiff punch that, but I couldn't.
Man, Tekken 1 really does look rough compared to the sequel.
Yeah, I agree. It is definitely not that good in terms of graphics when you compare it. The only thing I do have to give Tekken 1 massive credit for is that the backgrounds are really good.
You
There
win.
we go.
Isn't defeating Heihachi in this game really difficult?
Final round.
Oh yeah, it is. It's very hard. For some reason, they decided to make him what before Jinpachi, Heihachi used to be the most OP boss. Well before Jinpachi took the top spot for the most OP boss. Really, Wang? This motherfucker.
You lose. Continue.
I apologize about my
Final
language, but
round.
that's messed up. Dude, my PlayStation 1 just looks so good on here, dude. I hope I can at least go to bed tonight because I do have to work again tomorrow. But I'm enjoying this right now.
Yeah, I hope you have a good sleep, man.
No, I don't have to go now until like really much
No,
later.
I mean when you do.
I hope so too.
Final round. Fight.
But keep in mind, I will be doing the PlayStation 2 also in this live stream. Wang, if you defeat me one more time.
You know what you should play on the PS2?
Oh! Woohoo! Let's go! Dude, that combo was sick!
Larry, you know what you should do?
Dude, let's go! Hold. Dude, that was awesome.
You win.
I cannot believe I did that with the controller. Anyway, what was you about to say, Sean? I'm sorry.
You should play all the Tekken games on PS1, and then test out other PS. And then when you play the PS2, play the PS2 Tekken games.
I will. I have Tekken 4 and 5, so and Tag Tournament too.
Yep.
Although if I was to record me playing Tekken Tag Tournament, I would just instead play the I would instead do Tekken Tag Tournament HD on my PS4.
No, what I'm saying is since you're testing out the cable.
Yeah, I will do it. I know.
Round.
I know what you mean. I'm just saying that if I was to ever do Let's Plays of Tekken Tag Tournament, I would just do.
Yeah, because you can play it with an arcade stick on that version.
That's when I did. Yeah, I can play with my absolute best. Kazuya 2.0. Come on! Why are you gonna be this much of a jerk face? It's funny how Lee Xiaolong went from being Kazuya 2.0 to being one of the most popular characters.
Yeah.
A lot of people love him, especially the women because he's a woman. I mean, the thing about him is that he's not an ugly guy.
You win.
Yeah, I can actually pull off a very decent air jumping combo with Heihachi. Ouch. Sasquatch. Did he just seriously Sasquatch his ass on my face? How did I get hit by that low? Great, my mic fell over. Sorry I'm late. I do have SpongeBob SquarePants Super Sponge for the PlayStation. Do you? No, actually I don't. Actually I don't. I'm amazed that out of all the Nickelodeon games that I have, I don't have SpongeBob, which is funny because SpongeBob is my favorite cartoon on Nickelodeon. So the fact that I don't have it, even I'm saying this, is beyond me. But hey, you know what? It is what it is.
But as we all know, there are some SpongeBob episodes after the movie that aren't very good.
Yeah, I feel like season 9 and onward SpongeBob was actually a lot better over the past few seasons of post movie SpongeBob, mostly because Steven Hillenburg came back, so SpongeBob was finally going back to its original glory. Now, anyways, the next game we're gonna do, like I said, we're literally an hour in. Okay, we got plenty of time. This live stream is gonna go on for as long as it needs to.
Tekken 2. Tekken 2. Tekken 2.
Alright, only because you keep chanting for it. I'll give it another shot, alright? The only reason I'm giving it another shot is because, again, there was like that little black plastic piece that was in front of the laser that I'm pretty sure was blocking it.
Well, if that's the case, Tekken 3. Tekken 3.
Wait. I'm about to give Tekken 2 another try. So let's cross our fingers for this one. Dude, if you were to see this on my 4K TV, it looks fucking sexy. Oh, okay, Tekken 2 actually does work. Okay, I'm still gonna buy another copy because the FMV is pretty stuttery, but I'm glad it works. Plus, like I said, I'm trying to play It's almost like running your car again. Like you're trying to rev up the console and use it a lot so you can kind of kick it back into gear. Dude, it feels so good. It feels so good playing this game again, dude. Oh my god, and it looks awesome on this TV, dude. And the fact that it works very well on my Elgato is another plus. I'm really enjoying this live stream, which is why I keep going on for a long time. Hang on 1 second. Actually, could you guys give me a second? I gotta take off one of my chickies and pieces. I'm sorry, cause like I actually double layer myself. It's hot as shit in my room, so just give me a second. Oh shit, what happened? Oh no, my PS4 went to sleep. You see, my HDMI cable for my PS1, it has to run on USB power, so that's why it went out. Hang on a second. Let me plug the USB up to my computer instead. I have a USB 3 USB hub, so I can just plug it in there. It's a pretty long micro USB cord, so it's not gonna be a problem. Hold on 1 sec, guys. I apologize. It's very unprofessional. Yeah, I don't like it when that happens. So yeah, that's the only thing that some people are not gonna like about the HDMI cables, and it's the fact that it runs on USB power. But as long as you can get past that, you know, then that's fine. Ideally, though, if you do have the PS2, which is what this cord can also run off of, you could just plug the USB right into the USB port of the PS2 and it'll work just fine. So, because it's running off the power of the PS2. Let me check. All right, all my settings are fine. That's good. Okay, let's do a team battle. I'm just gonna grab some characters that I already know very well. I'm not gonna go on a whole friggin' tyrant and start like freaking going nuts because I can't even play for if my life even depended on it.
Kazuya is my main in Tekken 2.
Kazuya is actually my main in general. For the most part, well, mostly in Tekken 7. Dude, it was bloody fantastic. I'm not gonna lie, playing with the controller actually does bring back a lot. I can still play it with the controller just fine. I just play a little better with the arcade stick. But other than that, I can still switch. I can still switch between the two controllers if I have to.
The fact that you have to beat the game with everyone pretty much to get because at least the base monster is kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that.
Fight!
Dude, this is incredible. The game looks amazing. Like I said, I'll even go as far to say it looks arguably better than the PS3. Because usually the PS3 will upscale to like 1080p, and what will result in it is that the PS1 games will usually appear very pixelated. You know, extremely, even more pixelated than the original PS1. So that's why I'm praising the shit out of this. Because even though it's only 720p, it actually looks better. Because like you can actually see shit. I know I keep talking about the port a lot, but if you guys are really on my end, then you would really see it. Really, June? She tried to mix up her freaking she was trying to mix up her her 1+4 3 from a low to a high. I was like, really? I've played against you way too many times to even fall for that. She was literally doing her her 1+4 and 3 combination on me.
Round. Fight!
Jin has that combination 3.
Yeah, I know. I'm talking to a huge Jin Kazama fan.
Yeah.
Dear Lord.
The way Jin played in Tag Tournament in 3 is my favorite variation of Jin.
You actually prefer Kazama Mishima style Jin as opposed to his normal karate Jin?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, traditional karate Jin is what I meant. Because that's what his fighting style has been since Tekken 4 onwards. Ouch. Bada bing, headbutt. Oh! Damn it! I hate it when Roger does that.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I like Jin either way, you know what I mean?
Sometimes I can fuck up the rising up.
Devil.
But again, I'm playing on a freaking controller, so what can I tell you?
Fight!
What can I tell you? No! Fucking Paul, dude. That,
Jin took a huge back seat in Tekken 7.
oh yeah, Jin really...
Win.
I wouldn't say he took so much of a backseat. I mean, in a way, he kind of did because he really wasn't showing that much of the story. But when he did show up, they at least made a callback to when he. No! Paul's doing his secret combo on me, you mother canucker! Oh man, I can't believe he countered that. Dude, he is tripping. Dude, his defense is on point. He was blocking everything.
Win.
Which, to be fair, I mean, Bert Doosan's 10-hit combo is very easy to avoid if you fought him multiple times, which I have, so I know. Because like one of the things that makes his 10-hit combo so awesome is that he mixes up his moves. Armor King is actually really cool. He's actually really cool in Tekken 7.
Armor King. Win.
I actually really like him in Tekken 7, even though he's not one of my main characters. Actually, my brother is actually really good. Oh, cool. Oh man, I missed a face. And you can also see that Tekken 2 is one of the many PS1 games to run at 60%. because the PS1, and that's another thing that made the PS1 very popular, is because it was one of the many consoles to run at 60 frames per second, and one of the few games that did that was Ridge Racer Type 4, which is one of my all-time favorite racing games. If I had to say which ones are the best of racers to get on PS1, Gran Turismo and Ridge Racer. If you're looking for one for one game in particular for each one, I would say the original Gran Turismo and Ridge Racer Type 4.
Ridge Racer!
It's bloody awesome, dude. And to be honest, I do have a very controversial opinion, especially amongst the Sega fans. I do think Ridge Racer plays better than Daytona USA, simply because the drifting system is just absolutely amazing. I love both games, but Ridge Racer just blows my mind with this amazing drifting system, tracks, and the amount of cars you can pick and all that. The amazing soundtrack. It's just a feast to the eye.
Ridge Racer is definitely better.
Come on, you don't have to agree with me. All right. You're not just to simply agree with me simply because we're live streaming the PS1, are you? Do you actually genuinely?
Oh, yeah, literally, it's a better playing game.
Wow, I can't. I actually have a Sega Saturn fan actually saying that.
I'm a Sega Saturn fan. I'm not blind.
I mean, I'm not blind either. I'm so blind.
I'm partially blind because I have glasses, but that's not the point.
Same here. Look at me. I'm also wearing glasses too. How do you think I feel? Oh yeah, and by the way, when you do buy an actual physical copy of Ridge Racer Type 4, guess what else you get? Because you can see that it comes in a 2-disc set. You might be wondering what else is in it. Well, let me show you.
Doesn't it come with a special arcade disc?
It comes with a turbo disc, which is basically it's bundled with what is called Ridge Racer Bonus Turbo Mode disc, which is literally a remix. It's literally like Virtua Fighter Remix. It's a remix version of the first Ridge Racer, but the biggest difference is that it runs at 60 frames per second, whereas the original Ridge Racer only ran at 30. So it actually updates the graphics and all that stuff, and it runs at 60 frames. If you don't believe me, we'll give the turbo disc a go, and then I'll go to Ridge Racer Type 4. Trust me, you guys are going to love it. It's awesome. And like I said, Ridge Racer Type 4, easily one of the best games on the PlayStation 1. And not to mention, it was graphically, it was one of the most innovative games for its time because it used a specific type of polygon system that most PS1 games did not use. So that's what made this game pretty famous. Also, by the way, this disc that I'm about to use is also a demo disc because it contains a demo of Time Crisis, Tekken 3, and all that stuff. But like I said, it also has the full version of the first Ridge Racer game, but it's graphically enhanced. And I love the fact that you get a choice to either play the original Ridge Racer or the Turbo Mode version. Now, looking at the demo games is Colonia, Tekken 3, and, hold on a second, what did I do? There we go. Tekken 3 and Ace Combat 3. And Ace Combat is also regarded as one of the best on the PlayStation as well. Let's see. But for this video, I'm just gonna turn on the Turbo Mode. Because we're gonna get to Tekken 3. Tekken 3 will be our last game before we move on to before we move on to the PlayStation 2. Now, if you remember this Galaxy minigame, if you do end up shooting all the figures, you actually unlock all the cars, which is very hard to do, but if you could do it really fast, it'll work. So here we go, Turbo Mode. Like I said, it's literally the full game. It's not a demo. I remember I was trying to do this with my Easy Cap, but you see, my Easy Cap and my Dazzle only records at 30 frames, so obviously it didn't look very good. But now, since I have the Elgato, and the HDMI is gonna look hella good. Look at that. Look at that. Perfect 60 frames per second. Dude, it is gorgeous. Oh my god. Look at this. Look at this. Like I said, not only is it graphically enhanced from the original, but the frames is also a lot smoother. Look at it. It looks beautiful. I mean, don't get me wrong, the Sega Saturn also did 60 frames per second itself, too. But the PlayStation 1, on the other hand, had a little bit more, It's hard to say. I would say it kind of had a little, just slightly more variety than the Saturn did, is what I'm trying to say. And remember, like I said, well, I actually never said this before on my channel, actually. But I did say this in a review that I'm going to be editing really soon for the channel. If you remember Doom, right, one of the all-time greatest first-person shooter games, actually my personal favorite first-person shooter. You already know about the multiple home ports, right? Stop hitting that fucking car, Jesus. Anyway, you remember that there's so many versions of Doom. There's one on Super Nintendo, Atari Jaguar, Sega 32X, and then there's also the Sega Saturn and the PlayStation ports. In my opinion, at the time, the custom PlayStation edition of Doom was by far the best home version of Doom at the time. Even though it's not the definitive Doom experience, if you consider yourself a hardcore fan, buy the custom PlayStation edition of Doom. It's awesome. You might even do some of that while we're playing this. I have to get in some Doom. Doom is just pretty awesome.
Hey, somebody's wet on your tail!
You can just put on some metal music, albeit non-copyrighted. There actually is a... Ah! I blocked him. I blocked him right out of the way. I pulled a plug on him. I can't believe I just made a reference to family and Chum. Wow.
A new record!
That's a first. The Ridge Racer is just awesome. See this drifting system? This drifting system is awesome. It does take time getting used to. It's not as easy as it looks. It does take time getting used to. When you do, it's awesome. In fact, Ridge Racer is really popular simply because of its drifting system. It's easily one of the most unique features for this. Keep in mind that also this game came out in 1993, which is the same year the original arcade version of Daytona USA. So it's funny how both games came out around the same time. But whatever game.
It's a new
I wouldn't say that.
Great job! I got everything on camera.
I really don't know which game was regarded as better at the time. To be fair, I really don't know. So I can't say which one it is. At this rate, at this magnitude, it's all a matter of oh man. Here we go. I was able to back it up. Cool. There we go. How about that, dude? Perfect 60 frames per second. It doesn't get any better than that. Now that we know that the turbo disc comes with Ridge Racer Type 4 if you buy the physical copy, now let's go for the main event. There's just so many PlayStation 1 games on here. My God. If I do end up having trouble stopping a game just so I can move on, it's mostly because I just have a hard time not, stopping. Because these games are just so fucking good. I can't stop myself. I just want to keep playing. But, I have to remember that I'm technically on a time constraint, but I'm not rushing the live stream either.
R4.
Here we go, R4. Here, we're going to go to Time Attack. This is also one of the few PS1 games where circle is to select and X goes back. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's a Japanese tradition. Who knows?
Yeah.
Alright, here we go. Let's Here, we're gonna... Yeah, why not? Let's go here. And, yeah, I'm gonna go with this one. I like the red car, actually, the preset. Like I said, the soundtrack in Ridge Racer is legendary, too. Although it's... Dude, look at it. Look at the graphics. It is absolutely beautiful. This is one of the best looking PS1 games. In fact, give me one sec. Hold on a minute. Let me see something. Yeah, I was just making sure that I'm fine. Because sometimes I know that my TV can sometimes kind of interfere with the mic, and my mic can hear practically everything, so I don't want it to interfere. You know what I mean? So. The drifting mechanic in this game is actually harder than in the original. So, yeah, it's gonna take a lot of trial and error. It actually took me a long time to do this game. Is pretty awesome. I used to be one of the biggest racing game fans, but games like this is what keeps my interest. Easily one of my favorite PlayStation Ridge Racer Type 4. Even if you're not a fan of racing games, it's still a game where it's very accessible. Honestly, Ridge Racer in general does actually. Which is the biggest reason why parents praise really good, because in a way the game practically gives you a little bit of an assistance as far as drifting, whereas in some other games the drifting mechanics you kind of have to control yourself. Another reason why Ridge Racer is loved too, because of that famous anime girl who's at the forefront of all the Ridge Racer games, literally says the first one. Fair, she's basically the Ridge Racer mascot, but I can't remember her name. I know she had a name, but I just can't remember. I feel like it wasn't really until Ridge Racer Type 4 when we really started seeing it. I can't even tell you how excited I am, Sean. Like, I'm actually back into retro. For a while, I haven't been. For a while, I was dormant on collecting, but because of these cables, dude, I'm back into it. I gotta buy them and then like get more games for my system. I actually want to get more games so I can get games. Because for a while, my channel was supposed to be targeted specifically towards retro gaming, but again, the only reason how come I did new gaming for a while was basically kind of supplement. Like, even then, I still like live streaming new games. I still like doing that, but I mostly do retro games. Yeah, I forgot the name of the graphics system that they used for Ridge Racer Type 4, but basically it was considered very realistic. It was one of the few games to realize basically a good quarter of the PlayStation 1's full potential. Now, if you want the best looking PlayStation 1 game of all time, Gran Turismo. Best looking PS1 game. Like, even today, even in 2020, it still looks really fun. And that's saying a lot for a game that came out all the way back in 1998, literally over 20 years ago. That's
which game?
The first Gran Turismo.
Yeah.
It's easily the best looking PS1 game ever made. The developers actually said in an interview that it utilizes 75% of the PS1's full potential. Only 75%. Imagine what the rest of the 25 is. This game also, 20 years later, also is still one of the most beautiful looking PS1 games. It still holds up. I'm just so amazed at how well my PS1 looks on this freaking HDMI cable. Like, I'm blown away, Sean.
That's cool, man.
I know I keep repeating it, but it should really go without saying. I'm just like,
Cool.
I'm really at a loss for words. I mean, only for $30. Alright, on to the next game we're going to do. I'm finally going to put in a PS1 game that I bought a long time ago but never played. And I bought it at Classic Game Junkie for $9. Oh yeah, one of the original launch titles of the PlayStation 1, Rayman. I'm going to give Rayman a good shot. Let's see if this game really is that great of a platform. It's widely regarded as one of the best games on the PlayStation 1. It's one of the few reasons why the launch of the PlayStation 1 did better than the Saturn. But I'm not here to freaking shit on the Saturn. I'm just saying. So Sega fans, don't take it the wrong way.
Wait, you said Rayman?
Huh?
You said Rayman?
Yeah, I was saying. Yeah, I was.
Rayman?
Oh wait, I forgot. It was on the Saturn.
Rayman was better on the Saturn. Looked better on the Saturn. PlayStation.
Well, of course it would look better because the Saturn, was better than 2D power. It was better at being a 2D powerhouse.
Yeah.
Dude, look at how vibrant the logo showed up. Oh my god. Imagine how vibrant the game's gonna look once I get into it. Oh man, even the title screen looks great. Oh man. Alright. It's also, and keep in mind, this game also runs at 60 frames per second too. Keep that in mind. And this was a launch title. So glad it doesn't use the password system. It gives you, oh wow, that's cool. It gives you two choices. You can either use a password system or you can use a memory card. I'm just gonna hit use password for now. Here we go. X is the jump, square fist, and circle is the action button. Very simple control scheme.
When's the last time you played this game?
Huh?
When's the last time you played this game?
This is literally my first time playing it.
Really? I gotta tell you, it's a pretty hard game, actually.
A lot of platformers are hard. Trust me, this is coming from the same guy who's played Crash Bandicoot, so I know what I'm dealing with when it comes to platforms.
Trust me, I know. I've been playing Crash Bandicoot with myself.
Nothing will ever beat the difficulty of Crash Bandicoot. That game was, oh man.
That game is really tough.
Yeah, it is. Oh
But it's
man.
mostly because of the controls.
Dude, this game looks beautiful.
Hey, Jamie?
Huh?
It's mostly because of the controls. Because...
Dude, this game looks freaking awesome. Here we go. Ah, I missed the jump. Alright. Oh no! Rayman! He fell into the water! Oh, that sucks. He's one of the few platforming characters who can die by drowning. And I missed the jump. That was my fault. That was my fault. Dude, I'm already playing like shit. This ain't good.
This game is one of the best looking games for the era.
It really is, dude. Hands down, one of the best looking platformers I've ever played, dude. I've only been playing this game for about 30 seconds, and it's instantly like one of my favorites now. Like, I hope I'm gonna try my best not to go on for too long, okay? I will do a playthrough series of Rayman in the future. Here we go, next part.
I may or may not play the Saturn version for the Retro Raiders channel at one point.
Say what?
I may or may not play the Saturn version for Retro Raiders at one point.
Oh, that's cute, Rayman. That's cute. Rayman does some little freaking taunting tool. That's so cute.
Jimmy?
Huh?
I have the I might do the Saturn version for Retro Raiders one day.
Oh, that's the name of your series, right? Retro Raiders, not just the channel. Like, do you actually, like, my question to you, Sean, is that do you actually, like, plan to do, like, a whole entire retro series?
Yes.
Like, are you good? Like, do you plan to? Oh my goodness gracious! Wait, how? Okay. So R1 crouches. Oh dear lord, I fell. Oh man, this is one of those few platforming games where if you get hit by an enemy, you will hop back. I hate that. That's a con for every freaking
Platformer.
Yeah, that's a con for any platformer. I don't care how good it is.
Yeah.
That is a major sin. I'm really liking this game so far, dude. I'm really loving it. The colors are great. The graphics are nice and colorful. The frames is like nice and smooth, full 60 frames per second, which is saying a lot for a game that literally came out as a launch title for the PlayStation 1. So,
Considering the game was originally for the Atari Jaguar.
oh yeah, it was originally for the Atari Jaguar. Oh, that's why I wasn't able to punch. There we go. Now I have the ability to punch. I was like, wait a second. It was telling me that I could punch, and I was trying to do that, but it wouldn't let me. Now I can punch. I guess this is almost like a tutorial map. I see what they were trying to go for. Oh, alright, here we go. Oh yeah, there's an animal in that cage. What's in it? Oh, that's cute! Dude, that's so cute! Oh my god! That's so cute! I really love this game's art style, dude. No! Oh, come on, Squidward! You Squidward reject!
Remember.
Oh, the game gives you 5 continues.
Remember, never become a Squidward.
That's true. Remember, no one wants to be a Squidward.
Even though we all grew up to be Squidward.
That's true. Oh, I didn't know I could punch the grapefruit into the water. Dude, okay. Oh, like I said, I'm a noob at this game, so just bear with me. Alright. Yeah, I was about to say, There we go. Now let's climb up. Oh yeah, he's able to punch on the vines. That's cool. Is that an extra life? Yeah, it is. Oh my god! Right as I get an extra life, I fall out! Oh, come on. I can't so much as get mad at the game because that was really my bad. That was really my fault. Like I said, I'm not one of those gamers where I will blame the game for my mistakes. If I fuck up, then that's just it. That's just what happens. Oh yeah, that's right. If you hold the square button, you can punch longer. That is so cool.
My god! Why as I get an extra life, I fall out! Funny that way, as soon as you get the extra life, you lose it.
Oh my gosh, you're actually great. Now my live stream is actually hearing it all over again, which is funny. But oh dear Gandhi, what's going on? Oh dear. Oh yeah, I just now noticed that Rayman has a health bar too. Well, of course he does, because there's a reason how come I kept getting hit by the enemies. I didn't die instantly. Get out of here. Oh man, Mother, father. There you go. Let's punch that grapefruit over into the water. No, not in this direction, Ray. Here we go. Ah! His punch recoils like a boomerang. There we go. Attaboy, Rayman. Attaboy. Here we go. I didn't even know I could do that!
What?
Oh man, I just pushed the grapefruit onto his head and I can stand on it! Man, this game is awesome!
Barry, you want to hear a fun fact?
Yes?
Do you wonder how I first learned about Rayman as a series?
How?
One of my brothers got the first game for the Saturn as a gift to my aunt.
Oh, that's cool, dude. This game is so freaking awesome, man. I really don't want to stop. Look at this. We're literally like an hour and a half in. I should really be on the PlayStation 2 by now. But I can't stop, guys. I want to keep... Just give me a sec, guys. I want to keep playing. If you guys could just give me a second. I want to keep playing. Here we go. I'm sorry. I just want to keep playing. Oh, man. I was hoping that grapefruit would land on his head. It didn't, but that's fine. Oh my goodness gracious, there's hammers. Yeah, I know I'm not supposed to touch them, but I ended up touching it anyway.
So I got the Senshiro.
Yeah. Yay, an extra life! Now hang on to the extra life. Oh dear Lord. There you go. Yeah, let's jump down. Come on, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Ah! Hello. How are you? How are you? Here we go. Now we're gonna punch the shit out of that cage. There we go. Now we got another happy face. Awesome. We got the cute guys that are all out. Dude, this game is so freaking fun. I don't even want to stop. Alright. Now we made it on to the next level. Dream Forest. There's Anguish Lagoon. Let's see. There's Anguish Lagoon, and then there's what's up here. Oh, that's the password. That's the password. Like I said, I can just use a memory card to save the game, but like I said, I'm only using the password system because I'm not trying to go that far anyway. I'm literally just playing these games simply for this live stream, much like my other ones, where I'm just giving out some gameplay. You know what I mean? Get out of here. Oh, I know what I gotta do. You see, a lot of old games were like this. You had to literally think for yourself. See, there's a little swing on this thing, so you gotta punch it, and then you gotta kind of land on it. Land on it.
But you like my past content. Either way, I had a very...
One of the many rules of gaming. Look, see? The falling platforms. That's a common cliche in almost every single freaking platforming game. Never, ever trust what's under your feet. Ever. Because if you stand for too long, it will fall.
Point is, I pretty much gained...
There we go. Now we're going to punch the shit out of this cage. And there we go. Oh, look at this. We got to subscribe. Thank you to the Gemini artist who just, what is it? Yeah, the Gemini artist who is the most recent follow to the channel. Thank you so much for the subscribe. I really, really appreciate it.
I was the problem. I needed no...
Oh, that's awesome. So, his name is up on the live stream. You should be able to see it. It's like literally on the top of the screen. So, yeah, you should be able to see it just fine.
I created.
Oh wow! I just upgraded my health bar system. I just upgraded my health bar. That's cool. This game is just so goddamn fun, dude. I don't even want to stop. Uh-oh. Boss fight! Uh-oh.
Part of that.
There's a fly. There's a giant fly with a freaking oh, invincibility frames. I see. Ah! Oh man, I was supposed to duck that attack.
Another.
There we go, and I had to jump over that. Okay. Whoa! He almost poked me. Uh-oh, jump. Yeah. There we go. I hit him. All right. Oh, damn it! I tried to taunt him, but then I ended up getting hit. Karma's a bitch. Ay. Alright, just one more hit and he should be gone. Duck. Jump. Duck. Jump! Heads up. Whoa! Don't get that close. There we go. I beat him. He actually isn't that hard. Like I said, what you are watching is a blind playthrough. So
Don't just say...
well, you can clearly see how I am as a noob. Wow, look at that. Rayman is so influential. He's so cool. He's able to get he literally just turned his enemy into an ally. This dude is awesome. Such a positive guy, dude. That's what the world needs. Positivity. Oh no. I was not supposed to touch those spike balls. I should have known not to touch them. It was so obvious. I don't know why I did touch them. Oh man, I couldn't. Ah! Watch out for the spike balls. Watch out, they're falling. Remember, you can go anywhere on the level. There we go, we got him. Oh man, I failed to get that. Oh come on, you bombing motherfuckers. Ah! Okay. Don't worry, Rayman. Yeah, this guy is so optimistic, dude. I really need this kind of positivity. It's like, most people nowadays hate those kind of, you know, happy protagonists and stuff like that. But honestly, I need this kind of positivity. I really need it now more than ever. Oh man, I barely got it. I barely even got it. Alright, just be careful not to touch the spike balls. See, I keep forgetting about the mallets. Oh, you have to keep going up and down. I'm starting to see that pattern there. Oh wait, is that an extra health? Okay, I tried to get it, but what's going on? I mean, Sean really wasn't bullshitting when he said this game is challenging. So it's just another steaming bowl of I told you so. You know what I mean? So don't worry. Right after this, we're going to go to Tekken 3. And then during the final hour of the live stream, we're going to be doing the PlayStation 2. Oh, man, I didn't punch it very hard. Shit. I like how you don't have to get all of them, although I think you might have to, so I think we kind of have to backtrack. Get out of here. I could have gone down there and grabbed the spears. Why do I keep forgetting about the mallet? You see, if I were doing a live stream of this game, that would be impossible. I'm dead. The moment I got stuck down there, I knew I wasn't gonna make it out alive. Oh well. I don't know why Rayman is wanted. Wow, that's messed up. Rayman becomes wanted. A+, best character, best animation, best soundtrack, game of the month. I don't blame them. This game does deserve the praise that it gets. It is awesome. It's freaking awesome. It's challenging, but I love it. I really love it. On to our final game. Or hold on a second. Actually, let me throw in just an additional one because you know I keep talking about Gran Turismo. Here, I'm gonna show it to you. And you guys may be wondering, hey Larry, why didn't you showcase a gameplay of Final Fantasy? Well, like I kind of want to hold off on those for like, you know, live streams in the future. So that's the biggest reason why. Because Final Fantasy is one of those games where I just need them to be like playthrough streams. So yeah, I'm about to show you. Yes, that's the sound. Yes, that is the sound of frickin' Nightbot92 typing. He has a very loud keyboard. I think he has. Well, in fact, what kind of keyboard do you have, Sean? Because it sounds like you have. Right, I figured it was Razer because there's actually like a PC. There's actually a PC, a gaming PC place in Philadelphia called Tap Esports. Basically, like it's literally like a gaming lounge where you could go to. It's like a recreation center. All you do is like pay like $4 an hour to be on a PC, and you can download all your Steam games and Origin games and all that stuff. Like I love that place, dude. It's one of the most popular places in Philly, actually. It literally just opened last year, and it quickly became one of the most popular attractions in Philly. Like it was on the news in our area. Like people love it there. Yeah, remember how I said that this game is the best looking PS1 game ever made? Here you go. Look at it. Look at it.
It's a very pretty game.
Yeah, it really is. On top of the fact that it's very, very beautiful looking, the game itself is also really great. It's a real. It plays in the style of a realistic simulator.
It is.
Well, that's what it's actually marketed as. But I don't know what I was at.
It's not like an arcade.
Yeah. If you're going for the more arcade style of racing, Ridge Racer Type 4 would be your choice if you're trying to go for like arcade style. But if you're trying to go for like simulator base, Gran Turismo is definitely your choice. Yeah, it features so many licensed cars and artists. And this is actually one of the few games that I have from JJ Games. Sad that JJ Games is gone. Yes, and yes, it works beautifully. It's one of the few games also to work very well with the DualShock controller. That it was heavily marketed with the DualShock controller because you're allowed to see that? You're able to accurately turn better than yes, I'm fucking up. That's because the car I'm using has extreme handling, so you don't know how to use this car. And yes, there is a drifting system in this game, but again, you kind of have to. Once you do, it's pretty good. Right now, I'm actually doing pretty good. Usually I suck at this game, but right now I'm actually doing good. Let's hope I can get up to first place. Right now I'm driving a Honda NSX, very, very popular exotic sports car for the time. And yes, that's a freaking Chevrolet Stingray right in front of me, which is an older model of the Corvette. Yes, in case you guys are wondering, I am somewhat knowledgeable of cars. That's mainly because my dad is very into automobiles and into this. A little bit about automobiles for myself. So, yeah, that's another interesting fact that not a lot of people know. So I do actually know a little bit about that. I was even thinking about doing some videos on cars, but I don't think that would fit the gimmick of my channel. I just strictly for the gaming. I don't mind throwing in a couple of car matches and playing like games like this. I don't mind. But like just straight up videos in general, that only depends on the fans wanting. There we go, I won first place. This game is freaking awesome. So how about that? I won first place. Not bad. Yeah, I still get my initials back. Alright, so let's go back. All right. Now I'm gonna try to see if I could do like a. There we go. Time zone. Oh no! Pardon me. I thought it was a Honda. Oh my God! I just fucked the Carfax up. It's actually the Acura NSX. I knew it was an NSX, but I couldn't remember. It was Acura. Probably sure any car enthusiast will get. I believe there are unlockable cars in this game. There actually is. There's actually like the amount of cars you kind of see right now is only a fraction of how many cars there actually are in this game. There's tons more that you can unlock.
Traction.
So just throwing that out there. You just gotta play simulation mode, which is basically like the story mode of this game. And in that mode, you basically have to like start off with a lower class car, and then you gotta work your way up the ranks, earn money, and then slowly upgrade yourself. It's a fun mode. Yeah.
Would you like to see the art I was working on real quick?
Yeah.
I'll see you on Discord.
Yeah, sure. You can. Yeah, just.
So here's the first one.
Yeah, you can just make it quick. Hold on. Oh, she's groovy. Very
And
good.
and then you have these two.
Oh, that's cute. Although Yeah, that's cute. Yeah, that's really cute. I'm about to. My inner jealousy almost came up, but I'm cool. That's
What do you mean jealousy? What
Ju-
you wish you were with that guy?
With the guy. The guy.
Let me guess, with the girl.
Yes. Why does everyone think I'm gay?
I'm joking, okay? It's a joke. I took my sex life.
No. I know you are. You know what's funny though is that I actually had an old friend of mine send me a single gay guy's number for whatever reason.
Kinky.
I was literally thinking, why would you do that? And even if I was gay, I don't even know that. I don't do that.
Oh, and let's see what that girl looked like as an 8-year-old.
Huh?
See what the girl looked like when she was 8.
Oh, shit, hold on a second. Now I gotta stop the game real quick for that. Hold on a second. Oh, that's pretty cute.
Yeah. So obviously she changed quite a bit.
To be fair, most girls usually change by the time they're adult. Well, this car, on the other hand, does have better handling. Usually the ones with all 5 dots in their handling are usually the ones that are the This one, on the other hand, is fine. Whoa! I've never seen that before. Yeah, I remember when I was a kid, I used to suck at this game. I remember I used to play the demo version of Gran Turismo on the Interactive CD Sample Volume 8 disc. And that's one of my favorite nostalgic memories ever. Hang on a second. Something tells me that the volume of the game... Yeah, the volume of the game is really, really high. Hold on a second. Let me bring it down a little bit. Cause like it's literally right up there with the See, here we go again. So this is one of those racing games where triangle goes back. Yeah, I hate it. Yeah, usually when you go in the grass, your car will literally spin right out of control. So you literally need to stay out of that grass, otherwise you're done. Especially if you're in a real race. Right now, I'm just doing a time trial, so there's no need for it. I know some people are probably going to come out here, come on this live stream and think, oh, is this guy playing on the PS3? They'll be most surprised when I say, no, I'm playing on the original hardware.
You're not playing on the PS3? Whoa! I thought you were playing on the PS3, man.
You and your sarcasm. You and your fucking shit-ass sarcasm.
Sarcasm? What's that?
Touche.
I've never heard of sarcasm. Is that what happens if you get turned on? Oh wait, no. That's called an orgasm.
What the hell? Can anyone translate what he's saying? I may need a dictionary. Gee, Sean, maybe Santa will bring me a dictionary so I can understand what you just said.
Gee, maybe he'll give you a... Shut
So,
up.
yeah, maybe he'll give me a bowl of STFU, or maybe he'll give me an STFU through a spike table.
Who knows, maybe.
And for those of you who don't know, the STFU was what used to be called the I'm about to call it the Fundamental Shuffle. No, it's not that. That's what John Cena's. It's called the STF now. Like, it was John Cena's old submission name. It used to be called the STFU, but when WWE went PG, they just simply changed it to STF. And even then, that sounds closer than the original phrase.
You know how we change it to?
What?
SD. The SD.
Oh God.
You know what SD stands for, right?
I don't want to repeat it.
Suck a dick. That's right.
I told you I did not want it. You know what? This is all I can do.
I'm sorry.
Cloud shrug. All you gotta do is just cloud shrug it off. Alright, here's gonna be our final game before we move on to the PlayStation 2.
You know what you need to play for your first PS2 game?
What?
Tekken Tag!
Well, since you're there, what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna end this particular live stream so that way I can separate it into a completely different live stream, as somewhat like a part 2 live stream. You know what I mean? That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, you play PlayStation 2 for part 2.
Yeah, exactly. So here we go. I just checking the settings. Why is the fight count on 2? It needs to. I mean, on 1. It should be on 2. We want this to last forever, right? There's Tekken Ball, Force, and Theater Mode. Yes, Theater Mode does work. You can actually watch the Tekken 3 endings if you insert the disc for each game, and as long as you have the saved data. So that's really cool. All right. So now we're gonna start. I'm gonna do team battle as usual. Yes, I don't have Dr. Boskanovich unlocked. He's actually pretty hard to unlock, but we'll worry about that later.
Yeah, I haven't unlocked him yet.
Here we go. So I'm gonna go with Hayachi, Yokozama. Yes, the obvious Mishimas. I love Mishimas. My friend Kevin hates Mishimas, and yet he sometimes played with them as a joke. And then he literally mocks Mishima players by copying their moves, saying, "Oh, look at this! I'm a freaking Mishima player." I still love that guy. I love fighting him in Tekken 7, but he's really good, and I hate him at the same time.
I've beaten this entire game.
This entire, like, literally, Tekken. You beat the entire game of Tekken 3?
No, I've unlocked all of the characters except for Dr. B, and I've beaten the game for all the characters except Dr. B.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's I did the same thing. I was about to say, if your screen does not look like mine, then you got work to do. That was literally going to be what my first thought was. Now let's see. Yeah, fuck it. I'll just put Lei Wulong on here. All right. Here we go, Julia Chen. Dude, Tekken 3 actually looks a lot better on my PS1 than it does on the PS3. It actually looks a lot better. Like I'm not even kidding.
Oh.
Yeah, I can actually play this game a lot better with the arcade stick, but I can still use the controller as a great alternative. Dude, I just fucking lost Heihachi in the first fight to Julia Chang. How? You know what? It doesn't matter anyway, because Jin Kazama was my boy, so at the end of the day. I'm gonna see. I'm trying to see if I can wave dash, because I know, because in Tekken 3 you can wave dash, but it's hard to do with the controller. I can do it a little bit. Motherfucking titty sprinkles. Oh my.
Titty sprinkles! If I could say titty sprinkles,
mother fuck! Yeah, I thought I was not gonna rage on the stream. Apparently, that's a promise I unfortunately can't keep. Fight. I can still kind of backdash a little bit. Good old Huarang. Huarang was one of the best characters especially since his debut. He's one of those characters where if you know how to use him, he's pretty good. Ouch. Ouch.
You haven't beaten Julia yet?
What's that?
How long did it take you to beat Julia?
I already took her out already. I'm already facing Kuma. But it's a shame though, because I had two of my best characters get taken out by her. There's one of his secret taunts. Yep, that's one of Huarang's secret taunts. All characters, actually every single character in this game has it. It's done by holding either the X or circle button during the replays. And when you do that, the characters will do secret taunts. Why does Forrest Law have a string that lasts that long? Where he does all those multiple kicks and then he goes into a freaking somersault. See, every time when you get hit by a low, dude, you're done. That's how this game works. I lost 2 of my best characters, dude. I didn't even get to play with my full potential, but again, I'm not really so much as focused for A-class gameplay. And besides, like I said, I'm playing with a DualShock controller, so I'm not playing at my best skill. At least I do know how to use Link Shot.
Oh, you're using the home console rearrangement of the soundtrack technically?
Yes. You set it to the arcade?
Yeah.
I don't blame you. The arcade soundtrack is really good. There we go. Ling Xiaoyu is friggin' awesome if you know how to use her. Her moveset does gradually improve over the next few installments. Her moveset in Tekken 7 is freaking awesome. That it was there, she instantly became one of my favorite characters. I fucking hate Anna Williams. She always does that. She always grapples and then stomps you, dude. I hate that. Her AI is freaking garbage. But that's just me being salty.
Anna Williams wins.
As if it isn't bad enough that you lost to her, just to add insult to injury, she freaking laughs it off like this bitch. Alright. I haven't played with Brian in a little bit, so I actually forgot she had that string where it goes low. Come on. Just kind of poke. Oh dear lord. Yeah, bitch, you like that? Eat that fist! Eat that fist!
Well, calm down.
I mean, sometimes I just get so into it, like it's funny.
You know, I want to try the Dreamcast version, Tekken 3 info.
You see, I think that game will probably play perfectly on the Dreamcast because it was one of the few games to really be marketed for the Dreamcast. Here, let me poke him a little bit. Why do I hear myself in the background?
There apparently also is a
Ryan Fury wins.
there apparently also is a
Oh, Yoshimitsu! What a great way to end this off by having 2 rivals. This is gonna be awesome. And on second thought, I got squashed!
Yoshimitsu wins.
What you thought was going to be an awesome match ended up being a throwaway. What a disappointment.
Fight.
I do want to know if there were Evo matches of Tekken 3. Because Tekken 3 is one of those games where it needs an Evo tournament dedicated to it. If they have the nerve to bring back Marvel vs. Capcom 2, which is what I heard recently, then they definitely got to bring back Tekken 3.
What do you mean nerve?
I mean, yeah, what am I saying? I mean, Marvel vs. Capcom 2 is awesome, so I don't know how I say nerd. I'm just saying they should also add in, you know, Tekken 3. Come on, bro. I lost the entire team battle. Wait, let's give it another shot. I gotta get closure on that. That was bullshit. Lei Wulong, you can get the fuck off my team. You can get the fuck off my team. That's what I usually say to the people on Final Fantasy. So, there you go. Here we go. Whoa. Yeah, there you go. I'm trying to get used to the backdashing. Oh man, I failed the angry stomp.
I'll be back.
Okay. No. There you go. There we go. I'm about to say. I was about to say, if you lost, I would immediately disown you.
Fight.
Ogre with these lows, dude. Ogre with these freaking lows where... Wow. I don't remember Team Battle being this difficult. And it's on medium, so... Yeah, there we go. I can wave dash a little bit. But it don't matter anyway, because if... I literally almost threw my controller, dude. I literally almost spiked my controller.
Fight.
Yeah, there we go. You stopping with these blows. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I'm poking you. I love that. Poking.
Ryan Fury.
A very unique tactic to pressuring your opponents in fighting games. That's the best way to do it. That's how you poke. Simply with a very simple down forward one. See? Down forward one is probably the most overused yet simple poking tool ever. Very useful for pressuring opponents. I fucking hate you, Kane. I fucking hate you. I fucking hate you. I fucking hate you. I fucking hate you. I fucking hate you.
This should be a parental.
My channel is not even meant for children anyway, so of course it's... So... Oh my goodness. The only thing I'm happy about right now is the fact that this game looks better than it does on PS3. It looks terrible on PS3. The only way
looks,
that...
kind of...
It kind of looks... Like, it looks blur... Like, it looks like blur... It looks like there's a lot of motion blur, which isn't bad, but on games like this, it's not necessary.
Yeah.
So that's why I mean when I say... Besides, nothing ever beats the original hardware. I'm sorry, but that's just my opinion. Whoa! Just watching his every move. How did I get hit by that? There we go. I was trying to be careful not to use unsafe moves because... Oh man. Using unsafe moves... Worst mistake. I'm trying not to use moves that are more than 10 frames, especially within close range. And to be fair, I'm not that good with Huarain, but I do know some of his safe punishments.
He's a good character.
Oh yeah, he's really good if you know how to use him. He's also one of the few characters who can wave dash too. But
He's my favorite. He's my favorite Tekken fan.
Oh, you just love those Koreans.
What's wrong with Koreans, you racist?
I'm not saying there's anything wrong, I'm just saying.
Oh, no.
Besides, you gotta love those Japanese ladies too.
Oh yeah.
I do think, if Ling Xiaoyu were real, she would be my girlfriend. I can't wait till I get the arcade stick. I'll be playing it. Oh my god, not gone. I hate. You see, one of the worst things about fighting him is that he's small, so you have to use low attacks to beat him. And even then, he's a big pain in the fucking dick because he's always like freaking blowing you in the air or he's farting in your face. I'm not even kidding. He can literally fart and you'll take damage from it. Your best bet is to use either mid or low attacks to beat him. If you try to use highs, good luck.
I didn't realize with this guy I can play. Holy shit.
What?
I didn't realize with this guy I can play. Holy shit. I hope I never face you.
Come on, let's go. Ah! Whoa, man. I had never fought him like this before. I do know the backflip, man. Which isn't hard. It's literally the same as cross. It's literally the same thing as cross.
He looks like Bowser with the shell.
He does. He actually does. So far, Ling Xiaoyu's down back Ling Xiaoyu's down back 1 seems to be the most effective attack on her.
Jin Kazama's hurricane window spinning kick is actually really good against them.
That's true. That's another one of her secret taunts. That one was the circle. I hate Nina. You see, the Williams are terrible in this game, especially Anna. I mean, as if Nina's any better. Oh, fuck. Aye! Let's go. Oh! Let's go! Oh! Oh, let's go! Let's go! Let's go! That's what I'm talking about! Ling Xiaoyu, that's what I'm talking about. Good girl. Good girl. That's why you're the GOAT when it comes to female characters in Tekken.
Or does this sound like you acting like she's a dog? Good girl.
Be quiet. Anyway.
No,
anyways,
down,
anyways,
down,
ladies
down,
and gentlemen.
down.
Oh my god. You're such a naughty motherfucker. Anyway, with that being said, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna end this live stream right here, and we're gonna start a brand new live stream where we're gonna do the PlayStation 2. So be sure not to go anywhere, but until then, I'll see you guys in the next part. Peace!
Quick, everyone, scatter.